Welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, and I'm glad you're here today to be with us. We got an exciting episode for you today. What we're going to talk about today is several things. One is how to convert subscribers to clients, those people who are fans and subscribers and etc. How do they become clients of yours? Should small businesses be joining Bluesky? It came out about a year or two ago, but it's a relatively new social media platform, which many of you may not have heard of. And Seth Godin touches on speed, creativity, and the power of AI. We're going to touch on that. Our friends at Forbes talk about, can financial planning really be life-changing? Top 5 learnings after mentoring 100 startups by Daniel Rizia from our friends at Medium. 8 essential interview questions CEOs swear by from our friends at MIT Sloan. And 3 ways businesses can extend their services to reach a wider audience, from bankrupt to thriving entrepreneur, from practical e-commerce, and why you need a business idea that solves a problem, how to find one. And then always we're featuring something from zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com, navigating startup costs, what I'd consider if I were starting a business. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today in a brand new show, brand new segment. If you're hearing the sound of my voice today and joining me today and you're not feeling so great, well, I'm glad you can be here and feel great. Glad I hope I can be part of your experience to help you feel a little bit better. And you know what? If you're feeling not so great, well, I hope I can be part of your day to help you feel just a little bit better. So I'm glad you're here. We're going to start the show. This is an all-new Rundown with Ramon. Tony Schmidt is here today. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Tony, glad you're here today. With that, let's get the show on the road. You know what's interesting is the power of imperfection. Today, as I was starting the Rundown with Ramon, I put on this sweater, and I'm looking at it here, and you probably didn't even notice it, but I'm looking at it here, and the sweater is a bit not symmetric. I like symmetry. Carl Gray III is here. Good to see you, Carl. Love how you show up in the world and who you are. Thanks for being here, Carl Gray. So the sweater was not quite symmetric. This side here is a little bit more black than this side. It's just bothering me. It's like an itch I want to scratch. And I said, you know what? I can cancel the whole show today. I can go buy a new sweater. I can go sit out in the car and freeze. I can go take a walk. I can punish myself. I can go cry. I can sit in the corner. I can repaint the office, all because the sweater is not symmetric. But I said, no, it's something I got to let go, something I got to move on with. And clearly I haven't let go of it. But don't we do that in life at times? Things that are not quite right, things that are not quite good, doesn't it sometimes just stop us from being who we are? But should that be? Some things we should stop and do a bit better in, but sometimes we got to let go of things and let the show go on, even if my sweater here is bothering me, even as I'm doing it. And it's not quite symmetric, but welcome to a brand new show. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. How to convert subscribers to clients. This is our friends at Brains, written by Bianca Schwartpaul, social media and MailChimp expert. Bianca says converting subscribers into clients requires a thoughtful approach, paying close attention to the frequency, content, and timing of your communications. Here are 5 key elements that can transform how you engage your audience and increase the likelihood of turning subscribers, which is where it starts, into clients. And this is what we teach at Celebrity CEO. It's about 3 key things: getting attention for your brand, generating awareness, earning trust through nurturing and nurturing communications in a variety of ways to nurture and earn trust. And then that will convert to sale over and over again. One is be mindful of email frequency. Are you emailing too frequent? Are you emailing infrequent? Number 2 is the power of segmenting your audience. Is your audience segmented into those who will take action, those who will not, those who are from Florida, those who are from New York, those who are women, those who are men, those who are high propensity to buy XYZ program, those who are high propensity to buy another ABC program. So audience segmentation is important, and you can do that through a variety of email tools that you may use. Personalize your content for your subscribers. Personalizing the content is absolutely so important, making it personal for them, and address your audience's pain points. What are the pain points they have? What are the solutions they need to know from you? Perfect timing. Timing is everything when it comes to email marketing. Knowing when to send your emails is just as important as what you send. So it's not just sending them as enough, it's the timing. Recap that. How do you convert subscribers to clients? 1, be mindful of the frequency of your emails. 2, segment your audience. 3, personalize your content. 4, address your audience's pain points. And 5, perfect timing. My name is Ramon Ray. This is another episode of The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Tony says, I guarantee no one is emailing enough. Tony, great insight. Thanks for being here. Scott Simons, my brother from another mother. Glad you're here, Scott Simons, investor, entrepreneur, my friend and mentor. Glad you're here, Scott Simons, and glad you're here hanging out with us today. Mary Evans, good day to you. Deborah Williams, thanks for being here on The Rundown with Ramon, and good day to you as well, Deborah Williams. Hey, everybody, welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. I'm Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, and author of The Celebrity CEO. If you don't have your copy of The Celebrity CEO, get it on Amazon. It's about $14, and you can just look up The Celebrity CEO on Amazon. Get your copy. Next time you see me at an event, I'll sign it for you. Here's the operable question. Ding, 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 ding. The question of the day is, should small businesses be on Bluesky? I don't know, should or should not. For me, I'm on Facebook, woo. I'm on Instagram, woo. I'm on LinkedIn, woo. I'm on Twitter, woo. And now there's Bluesky. Here's my 2 cents on that. I find a lot of the Bluesky audiences there for the anti-X, anti-Twitter, anti-Elon, anti-Trump exodus. That's one. So I'm on Bluesky, but I find Twitter for me quite viable still. There's a number of conversations going on about AI and all kind of things that are of interest to me. So I've been on Twitter for a long time, 15 years, 20 years, however long it's been around, and I'm on it. But should you be on Bluesky? It could be a platform for you. The question here is, for any platform you're deciding, should you be on or not, Tony? Should you be on or not, Deborah? Should you be on or not, Mary? Should you be on or not, Scott? Should you be on or not, Carl? Where are your customers? Where can you make the most reach? Where can you make the most impact at? If you can make impact on Bluesky, God bless America, then you should be there. Hey, everybody, a brand new episode of The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today, joining us on all the things. We talked about converting subscribers into customers. Now we're talking about, should small businesses be joining Bluesky? That was my brief, succinct answer. Seth Godin talks about this. He says, speed, creativity, and AI. A little faster is a market advantage. A step change in speed changes the market entirely. FedEx was faster mail. It allowed them to grow and profit. Email, on the other hand, completely changed communication. In the discussions of AI, most people are failing to consider the step change in speed. A logo made in Kittle might not be as magical as one made by Milton Glaser, but it can be created 1,000 times faster. That means that the number of polished graphics being created will grow exponentially. When an AI can give you a pretty good diagnosis in real time, it changes the way you deal with the medical system. Just as email isn't as humane or thoughtful or memorable as a handwritten letter, these faster alternatives aren't better. They're simply different. And as the market often does, it prizes convenience and speed. And so good, fast, and inexpensive is now possible. This opens the door to 2 opportunities. We can start building real-time insight into more and more components of our daily life. We can start doing humane, constructed, creative work that's worth waiting for. Great, not good. Once again, it's the mediocre middle that's going to be devalued. We can start doing human, constructed, creative work that's worth waiting for. Great work, not good work. But he says, once again, it's the mediocre middle that's going to be devalued. So you have a question, you have a choice. With AI, we can do good enough, fast, and inexpensive and cheap on one hand. We can do great, great human work that's just awe-inspiring, that maybe AI can't do, but maybe it can help us with. But the stuff in the middle that no one notices, that's just regular blasé stuff, Seth Godin is postulating that those days are gone. Ding, 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 ding. Can financial planning really be life-changing? You tell me, can financial planning be life-changing or not? Our friends at Forbes talk about this. Thanks for being here and joining me today. Spicita's here. Good day to you, Spicita. Good day to you, Iana. Always here, a frequent watcher of The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here, Iana, the musical web. For all your piano needs, check out the musical web. Deanna Lambert's glad you're here. Always love to have you here. You were here from day one on The Rundown with Ramon. Aaliyah, good to have you here. Aaliyah Johnson, glad you're here on The Rundown with Ramon. Thanks for joining us. So my question to you all, if you've experienced financial planning in your life, was it good or was it not? My answer to that is unapologetically yes. Financial planning definitely can help. Make sure you get the right financial advice. Don't get some swarmy, slimy, janky financial planner to help you. But financial planning is amazing. And we should all doing some cognizance of how we're investing our money, saving our money, and more. Carl Gray says yes. Financial planning, all planning can be life-changing if done right. In particular, financial planning, yes, for sure. So the answer is yes. And if you're just starting out, you're a young person, and maybe you haven't had that input into your life about financial planning, get help. You can go online with something like Betterment or maybe Robinhood, or study it yourself. Get a financial expert who can help you, sit down with you. A number of companies and people who do that. But the basics of financial planning is the operable word plan. It is a plan. There's health planning, financial planning, medical planning, vacation planning, all kind of planning. And our finances can be and should be thoughtfully planned for. My name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Hope you're enjoying this edition, because I'm sure enjoying bringing it to you. Dana Lambert says about financial planning, it is imperative. Financial planning gives you, wait for it, gives you freedom, says Deanna Lambert, and that is so true. Again, welcome to a brand new episode of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, going through these episodes of top 10 things you need to know to live your best life, or start or grow your business. 5 learnings after mentoring 100 startups. This is written by Daniel Rizia. He mentioned 100 startups. Here's things he learned. 1, Daniel says the best teams are diverse. Oftentimes when we think of diversity, we go back to DEI, and I'm not talking about DEI. You got to have 2% Black, 3% Spanish, and the 1% white, and 80% Chinese. I'm not talking about that kind of DEI stuff. I'm talking about just genuine diversity. And I mean just diversity of thought. You got 5 ladies all from the same place, thinking the same way, doing the same thing, and they have a coffee cup startup. They're all going to be one index to thinking one certain way. But maybe they got another girlfriend who thinks different. She has a different experience, a different path in life. Bring her in to maybe give her a perspective that you didn't have. So that's one. When I think of diversity, I'm not talking about the politically correct version of it. I'm talking about true diversity, just being good people and wanting to get a broad range of experience. So one, the best teams are diverse, says Daniel, talking about what he's learned from mentoring over 100 startups. Number 2, mentors buy time and experience. So true. Having the right mentor in your life helps you buy time and experience. So true. They are the shortcut to your need. They give you the quick and easy button for things you're doing. Choosing the right co-founders is important as well. Many teams break up because people don't discuss their real interests up front. They shy away from the hard conversations. Choosing the right co-founders is absolutely important. Who are you partnering with? Number 4, getting lost in a sea of advice. There's so many advice around us, available to us from YouTube, from AI, from your mama, from your daddy, from your uncle, from your cousin, from this mentor, that mentor, from this place, from that place. You can be overwhelmed in advice, overwhelmed in it. But don't be. Pick 1 or 2 or 3 people you really trust that have a broad range of experience and see what they think, make a decision, and test it from there. Speed is essential. Maybe the idea is not perfect. Maybe it's not fully baked. Maybe it's not all the way there. But fast movers, thoughtful fast movers, will win every time. I'd rather have somebody who makes a decision and moves, and we test and try and keep moving, than somebody who's paralyzed by not doing anything. My name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon, talking about lessons that we can learn. Daniel mentored over 100 startups. Daniel Rizia on Medium is talking about what he's learned from that experience. Ding, 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 ding. 8 essential interview questions CEOs swear by. 8 interview questions. We're going to dive into that. It's not sometimes just getting the answer. Sometimes, and oftentimes, I would dare say, it's asking the right questions. So what are some essential interview questions that CEOs talk about? This is from our friends at MIT Sloan Management Review. Do you really want to work here? That's essential question 1. Do you really want to work here? Number 2, what makes you tick? What makes you tick? Number 3, do you have a high level of personal accountability and determination? Number 4, are you hungry to learn and build new skills? And number 5, are you a team player? Are you a team player? Number 6, are you self-aware of who you are, your limitations, and the value you bring to this organization, the challenges and the opportunities? Will you thrive in our culture? Will you thrive in our culture? Are you an effective leader? Are you an effective leader? Companies want to hire people not just that are lemons and following everybody around, but they want future leaders. So taking it from the top, what are 8 interview questions that good CEOs always ask? Do you really want to work here? What makes you tick? Do you have a high level of personal accountability and determination? Are you hungry to learn and build new skills? Are you a team player? Are you self-aware? And will you thrive in our culture? Number 8, are you an effective leader? Companies who are hiring, good companies that are hiring, want to make sure they build future leaders. My name is Ramon Ray, and this is the Rundown with Ramon. So glad you're here today as we expand and are reaching many, 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 many more people. Ding, 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 ding. 3 ways businesses can extend their services. How can you extend the services? You have Kim Wyckoff. Good day to you, Kim. Thanks for being here on the Rundown with Ramon. Forbes says Serenity Gibbons. 3 ways we can extend our services. 1, stay open to a merger or acquisition. Ace Chapman is the king of mergers and acquisitions and buying and selling businesses. He's done it hundreds of times. Make sure your new services add real value. Repackage the services you currently offer. Repackage the services you offer. Make sure your new services add real value and stay open to a merger or an acquisition. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. If you want to extend your business, grow your business, there's some things you might have to do differently, things you might have to rethink differently than how you've been doing it. Ding, 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 ding. Up next, from bankrupt to thriving as an entrepreneur, good story in practicalecommerce.com, talking about this entrepreneur, Aaron Marino. 20 years ago, his first business, a fitness center, failed, leaving him with $500,000 of debt. Fast forward to today, he's a YouTube celebrity and thriving serial entrepreneur, mainly with men's grooming products. How did he do this? He's an entrepreneur at core, he said, and over the years, it allowed me to start a business. He had 20 companies. Most didn't work out a few years ago. He started a channel called Alpha Empire where he interviews other entrepreneurs. But he talks about failure. He declared bankruptcy. It was a huge emotional relief, and it gave him a new lease on life. He recovered and bought a $35,000 car within a year at 100% financing. A business has 2 ways to raise money: incur debt or sell equity. Talking about how he failed and failed and failed. But he says here, I don't take substantial wild risks. I don't need $100,000 to start a business. I can validate many of these businesses for much less. What about you? When you fail, when you've fallen down, can you get back up again? This is just one of those stories that says we can do it. Adrian Simpson, oh my Lord. I am so honored. My sister from another mother, Adrian Simpson, one of those amazing, dialed in, intentional, purposeful people in the world, has joined us today. Adrian Simpson is always glad to have you here. Don't forget to follow Adrian on LinkedIn, Adrian Simpson. Thank you so much, Adrian. Glad you're here today with me on the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, talking about why you need a business idea that solves a problem. This is essential. So many times we have business ideas, but my question to you, does it solve a problem? Think of any of your favorite companies. What problem does Starbucks solve? Convenient, good tasting coffee everywhere. Simple as that. Bougie, convenient, good tasting coffee everywhere. Think of what FedEx solved back in the day. We need to get documents from point A to point B overnight. FedEx does it. Think about anything you have, hair care products, number of products. People want to find that right hair care product for themselves. If you're having a solution to a problem that does not exist, you won't be in business long. What's the problem we're solving at zoneofgenius.com? The problem we're solving at zoneofgenius.com is small business owners are looking for inside information, looking to curate the best content, the best information for their businesses. We help to provide that as best we can at zoneofgenius.com. Justin Conoco's in the house. Justin Conoco, I was just sharing with you with somebody else. I was on a mastermind call, and they're in Tampa, Florida, and they were talking about how do they grow their real estate channel online, and I gave them your link, Justin Conoco, just yesterday. His name is Earl, and I'm going to connect you guys together. Justin Conoco, good to have you here. Alexandria Nicole, co-host with the most, glad to have you here on the Rundown with Ramon. But this is important, ladies and gentlemen. If we're building a business that does not solve a problem, we are going to be out of business for sure. Does your business solve a problem? If it doesn't, it needs to solve a problem. It may not be an obvious problem. You may have to let people know they have a problem they didn't have. Who knew we needed Disneyland until we had Disneyland? But if you're not solving a problem, it's going to be hard to be in business. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Thanks for taking the time to be with us. What I'd consider if I were starting a business, Deanna Lambert. Thank you so much, Deanna Lambert. Thank you so much. And it's a great content every morning. Thanks for being here, Deanna. Appreciate you. What I'd consider if I were starting a business today. From our friends at zoneofgenius.com, we wrote about this. If you're starting a business, a few things you need to consider. What are your fixed costs? What are your variable costs? What are the costs that don't change, like your rent, maybe cleaning services, things of this nature? What are things that are variable that may go up and down, like shipping fees, material costs, packaging costs? What are the essential costs versus optional costs? Things that are must-have that you must pay for, things that maybe you can put off for a bit, like fancy branding. And don't forget the things to budget for, like taxes, emergency funds, training and professional development is so important. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, bringing you insights to help you live your best life or grow your business. You can get to know us better at zoneofgenius.com. Join us there at zoneofgenius.com. And do me a favor, if you're hearing the sound of my voice, let me know if my voice is coming through. I put the music on over the track there as we figure out how to equalize this, make sure the volume and sound is good. Does it sound clear to you? If it does, just say, sounds clear. If it doesn't, let me know. But be clear on what you really, really want in life and in business, and ask yourself this: do you even want to be in business? Is a critical question to ask yourself. Are you hungry enough to have the success that you know you deserve? Are you hungry enough to reach out and grasp it and touch it? What is your pricing like? Is it premium, or is it the cheapest pricing on the block? And not even enough to pay yourself, not enough to pay your team, not enough to build the life you want and have the dream you want. Understand, mindset is everything. Mindset is so critical. It's a game changer for business. And last but not least, I want you to ask yourself, challenge yourself today. What do you do best? Thank you, Spicy. Appreciate that. Ask yourself this: what do you do best, better than anybody else can do? And then how can you build a living around it? Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This has been a brand new episode of the Rundown with Ramon. Thanks for showing up today. Feel free to take a screenshot, do a share, do a comment, forward it to somebody else. Let somebody know you're watching the Rundown with Ramon. Just by the fact that you're here today joining me means a lot to me. Go out and make a difference in the world and make the world a better place. Join my army of world changers to make the world a better place and let people know that we care. Let people know they're valued. That's what makes the world special. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you so much. And I want you to know that I'm grateful, Spicy, that you joined. Grateful you joined Deanna and Justin and Alexandria and Adrian Simpson and Scott Simons and Carl and Tony and Deborah. Glad you're all here. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Go make a difference in the world, and I'll see you on the next edition of The Rundown with Ramon.